There we go. This thing was giving me problems, man. This thing was giving me problems. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I had started the live and it locked the screen or something. Like I couldn't see nothing. It just locked because I can view it on my laptop, but I couldn't see nothing on my phone. So I'm like, what is this? Let me restart this real quick. What's up, everybody? What's up with y'all? Yeah, y'all run that lights up, man. What's up, what's up, what's up? You know I'm rocking with y'all. Rocking with y'all like y'all rocking with me. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all run that lights up, man. What y'all trying to talk about today? I can't put y'all on the gram because I'm live off my phone right now. This is my phone that I'm recording off of. I just got the laptop here for the comments. Control S to slow down chat. You know I needed that. Appreciate whoever sent that. What does that hand motion mean? All right, so that's actually a good topic to bring up. Sid, I appreciate you, bro. So when you in prison, right? When you walk in prison, when you walk the lines, because there's lines on the sidewalks we have to walk on, you have to stay to the right of the line. The center is for the COs, the staff, etc. When we walk, when we go to chow, when we go call outs, medical, anything, you're not supposed to speak. You're not supposed to talk to anybody. They don't want you talking. If you get caught talking, you can get a DI for disobeying a verbal command, 30 days in confinement. Now, when we view each other, like if I seen, TK in another dorm walking across the yard or something like, not the yard, because we can talk on the yard, but like, if he just got out of chow and I'm about to go in chow and I see TK, I can't be like, yo, TK. Like, that's putting me at risk. What'll happen is the COs will call me out of line. They'll make me grab one of the push lawnmowers and just stop pretending to mow grass for the next 40 minutes until chow is over with. I won't get to eat, and then they'll send me back to my dorm. David, I appreciate you, bro. So what'll happen is, if I view him and he views me, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, bro? I'm rocking with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a respect thing. Like, when you view somebody that you cool with, another way of like nodding your head and saying what's up is to just do that right there, because there's no confusion. If someone nods their head at you, you don't know what it is, but that would more or less be like a sign of respect, and at the same time a sign of saying what's up to somebody. Another thing is, when you're eating at the chow hall, before you get off the table, you knock on the table. So you just, you eat your food, knock on that bit, and then get up. Not everybody does that. A lot of the old school convicts will do that, and if you're around the old school convicts, you're gonna get in tune with it. It's just another sign of respect. And at the same time, if you getting up quick, if you get up too quick, people gonna look at you like, what he doing? But if you knocking, you letting people know, I'm just getting up, to put away my tray, and that's it. But it's just different signs of respect and different hand signals that we can give each other without getting in trouble. Nah, I've never heard of somebody breaking a window and having to pay for it. But if you do anything like to the mats, you can get charged with destruction of state property, and you can get like charged a fee. If you hit the sprinklers in the cells, if you knock one of them off and the water come out, You can get hit with another fee. I think that's like $100 fee. It's nasty too. Like orange water comes out of it. Mad nasty. Hey, y'all like them new hoodies? Them new TOH hoodies? And I got the white 500 now too. Who said Mad Max is a king? That man said Mad Max is a king. Do you know you are white? I identify as tattooed. So take it how you want to take it. Yeah, you don't need money to donate, bro. You can just run them likes up and kick it with me. Go ahead and ask your question. You don't have to donate for me to answer. I haven't answered one question from a donation. I don't even think the people that donated asked the question. We just vibing out. How do y'all buy a hoodie? In the description of all my videos, I have the Teespring link posted. So you just click that. Why don't I say jit? Because I'm not talking to jits. I assume most of y'all grown people, nah? If I'm talking to a jit, I'll call him a jit. Or when I see the jits outside my building, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna keep, I'm not a jit. Like, I'm not talking to jits. Can I talk about the boxer that got TOH? There's nothing to really talk about with him. He beat the shit out of everybody that tried to TOH him. There was nothing they could do. He just, like, he could fight on another level of being able to fight. It was just ridiculous. Like, they couldn't do nothing with him. Now, there was another kid from St. Pete that, he got TOH, and this kid was huge, and they ran down on him with the pokers, and he took the poker and started poking them up with it. There's people that TOHs don't work out for the people doing the TOHing. Most common reason for fights to kick off, disrespect. Hands down, just any disrespect. Your little bro is locked up, barely 21, small. Any advice to keep him strong mentally? Cali a whole nother ball game. I don't even know, to be honest. You might, if he's white, you might have to talk to Wes Watson. I can't really give advice on how to rock in a California prison because I can't relate to the politics. You're going to have to ask somebody else. Joey from Free from Frederick's Grove. You can ask him. I don't know nothing about that Cali. Look, if you don't ask the same question 4 or 5 times, I'm not finna answer it. So, I don't know if you just got it on copy and paste, but it's getting crazy. Yeah, that's what they say, Cali. You gotta stick to your race. But I don't know. Just got released from San Quentin. Stay up out of there, bro. Stay up out of there. Yeah, this chat wild, man. Nah, bro. When he wrote Bloody Shine on the kite, that's not a nickname. That's more or less addressing me. But Bloody Shine isn't my name. That's just what was addressed on the kite itself. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to like get into the whole breakdown of why he wrote Bloody Shine, but that's not my name. That's not Why don't I touch on some street stories? Because street stories I didn't get caught for, silly. What do you mean? I speak on shit I got convicted on because I can speak on it. I'm not trying to get indicted on YouTube. What you is, Vlad TV on a fake account? You tell me some street stories. No. You ain't finna get me locked up. Does being free from prison make you feel grateful for a glass of water with ice, so those little things fade out? Man, when you first get out, hell yeah. When you first get out, you notice all the littlest things, but you get all of that out of your system within like the first 30 days, bro. Like literally within the first 30 days of being home, it just gets out of your system. Like you get used to it quick because there's so many things. Like this is the thing, right? When you go from society to nothing, when you go from the freedom to do anything to absolutely nothing, it's such a shock because you have nothing to do. But when you go from to every damn thing, it's like you're overwhelmed by how much things there are to do. You don't know what to do. So you that's why people go back so fast, because it don't take them nothing but like 30 days, 60 days. They forgot they've been in prison. They're so used to it, and then they start going crazy. Get put right back in prison. What? That was confusing. Have I talked to any serial killers? Hell yeah. Not like, you know, like kill kids and women type serial killers, but I done spoke to people that got a lot of bodies, yeah. A lot of bodies. Nah, we don't have cars or nothing like that. The Mexicans is finna rock with the Mexicans. Damn near every Mexican in Florida State Prison is a Sereno. If they're not pushing 13, then they're just like Mexicans from the hood type shit. Like I knew a Mexican dude that had straight gold teeth from Polk County, and he was thugging. Like he rolled out with Polk County. You feel me? Like he was cool with his Mexicans too. Don't get me wrong, but he grew up in like a black hood and was with his people. You know what I'm saying? Like he was rocking with his people that he was around. But he had all the respect though. The only Mexicans that get their ass smacked real quick is the Norteños. They don't make it in Florida. They get hit up. You got Norteños on the street, but they disappear when they go to prison. Even if the Mexican don't speak Spanish, yeah, that shit doesn't matter, bro. You ain't gotta speak Spanish, bro. Whether you Mexican from Mexico or Mexican from the U.S., you're gonna be with the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you're Spanish, you're gonna rock with the Hispanics. You don't need to necessarily speak Spanish. Just like you have kings that aren't Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't speak Spanish, but they're still kings. I knew a Jamaican king. Weirdo girl, I appreciate you. The Norteños aren't really hated. They just get smashed by the 13s. Like, I never met a Norteño in Florida State Prison. But I spoke with the 13s because I knew a few of them. And they were like, we don't let them come to any compound. They're just not allowed. They get hit up first quarter. And every 13 I met was a straight killer. I never met one person that was a 13 that was weak. You know what I'm saying? Like them full-blown real I met a white dude that was rocking with the 13s, but he wasn't, that was boof. All the real 13s that I met, rocking. They're killers. They don't play that. So the second a Norteño come, he gonna get hit up. Yeah, hit up means like stabbed, basically. You can get hit up, cut, stabbed, fired up, whatever. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing, man. Yeah, there's always gonna be trolls though. You see, I went from like 7K to 9K to 10K. Now I'm almost at 10 and a half. There's gonna be mad trolls, bro. I can't make everybody a moderator. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be trolls though. They don't be popping up on Instagram though. I know that because I get them in the live and make them look stupid. Do I think I can do anything to stop the violence at the JIT camp? So this is the thing. They shut down the majority of the JIT camps. Like, they only have something CI, which isn't a JIT camp. It has a JIT side to it. It's an adult prison with a JIT side. So there's JIT dorms, and then there's a JIT rec yard. And then you have Lake City, which is a private camp. It's puff puff. Cupcakes and puppies, and it's soft as hell. So you really don't even need to shut that one down. But what they're doing is they're taking all the JITs and just sending them to straight adult camps. So now they're all just getting victimized by the adults. That's the thing that's even more dangerous and more deadly, is you're taking, you know, these little white kids, because it's a fact. If you're a JIT and you go to an adult prison and you're black or Spanish, it's going to be easier for you than if you're white. If you're white, you're going to get targeted not only by the JITs trying to extort you, you're going to get targeted by all these old heads that want to rape you. That's the reality of it. So when you got all these kids coming in and then you put them in an adult dorm and they walk in and they're shaking and they see grown men, you know what I'm saying? You will have grown men that will get their stuff ready and sit on their bunk and watch the JIT and wait till he goes in the shower. And when one white boy goes in the shower, you'll see like 15 black dudes, older black dudes, all get up and follow him in the shower. They'll start gunning and everything, bro. It's crazy. So what they're doing by putting the JITs with the adults is they're creating even more victims. That's why you got all these suicides, because you got white boys getting raped every day, being told if they don't submit, they're going to get stabbed. You got dudes getting extorted all the damn time. It's crazy. It really, you need to have separate prisons based on your charges, based on your age, all of that. All of that needs to be separated. You shouldn't be putting killers with kids in here for DUIs. You shouldn't be putting 3 years next to 2 life sentences. It doesn't make any sense, and that's why there's so much madness and no control within the prison population. Have I been taking care of my boys while locked up? What type of question is that? What do you think? Did I meet any cartel members while in prison? Bruh, nobody's going to tell you they're part of the cartel. They're not. That's not something they're going to speak on. Nobody's just going to be like, yo, what's up? Cartel in this bit? Woo, woo. Yeah. They're not finna do that, bruh. They're not finna be rocking like that. I keep in touch with everybody in prison, bro. Everybody. I keep in touch with literally everybody. Google's sister just called me today. I keep in touch with everybody, bro. That's why I think it's funny when people try to troll me, or people... See, one thing that's going on right now is you got all these YouTubers trying to expose each other. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of YouTubers trying to expose each other, and it seems that the mentality of proving yourself is getting into a lot of these dudes' heads. Like, oh, I'm realer than him. Oh, I'm da-da-da than him. Me, I don't give a fuck about that. My whole thing is holding down my people, doing right by my people, and helping them out and letting their story be told and telling y'all what it is in Florida and how it is inside of the Florida prison system. And I have trolls hit me up and they'll be like, you know, I have people DM me on Instagram, right? And I might not respond. Matter of fact, did y'all that follow me on Instagram, did I respond to all y'all? I literally went from like, I don't know, maybe like 8 hours just going through DMs, responding to every single message request, everything. I busted back to everybody. And I still got people that be salty when I don't bust back to them. Yo, what's up, bro? I'm a fan. Yo, da-da-da. And then they'll say some slick shit like, oh, you don't want to talk. Oh, you too famous now. Da-da. So I check them on it. Like, what's up with you? The fuck? Oh, I'm gonna expose you. I know Goo in real life, and then the whole time they from fucking Alaska or some shit. I'm in contact with all of my people. There is nothing to be exposed. The only people that can talk bad on me are the people I left with a mark on their face. I done introduced y'all to way too many people I've done time with. And that's what's gonna separate me from a lot of the bullshit that's going on within the YouTube community. That just sounds stupid as hell. But I'm bringing y'all people I've done time with. I'm bringing y'all people I know. I'm bringing y'all people that know me from the street. And that's what I'm trying to do with YouTube. I got an interview, you know, I wouldn't say it's completely lined up because bro just got out. Literally just got out. We was at one of the JIT spots together. A lot of crazy shit went down with this, you know, particular person. And, you know, somebody reached out to me, a mutual friend of his, and we're going to try to get him on the show. And that's what I'm trying to do with this show. It's not just my bros that I'm holding down in Florida. I'm bringing everybody on, bro. I don't care if you a Zoe. I don't care if you a GD, a BD. I don't care. And yet, whatever you rocking with, you can come on, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to unify Florida, period. Unify everybody, all this division and oh, this city go harder than this city, this gang go harder than this gang. It's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just wants to be this at the top. When if we all come together, there won't be no separation at the bottom. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. Everybody is separated at the bottom. We don't like each other at the bottom. And that's why people have a struggle making it to the top. So yes, I hold down all of my people, but I'm holding down people outside of my circle as well. I'm holding down whoever want to speak on their story, whoever want to speak on their experience inside of Florida State Prison, and whoever has a message that they want to share with people on YouTube. I gotta block you, bro. You so annoying. Joe Schmo. You so annoying, bro. Like, this is what you do on your Sunday night? You just keep asking the same stupid ass shit? You ain't got no girlfriend to go bother or something? Go play with your kids or something, bro. Nah, I'm not violating no type of code or nothing. Like, y'all view, right? When people have something negative to say, it's never anybody in my association, in my circle, or outside of my circle. It's never somebody that knew me personally. It's somebody in Idaho or some shit like that, New Mexico. You got crackers from Kentucky. Oh, you can't be a white blood. Probably not in no country ass Kentucky. But over here on this side, yeah, what is you talking about? But once again, that information is coming from a cracker in Kentucky. Like, why am I, you know what I'm saying? It's not a valid source to begin with. Have I ever had any suicidal thoughts while locked up? Yes, I have, and I actually made a whole video on suicide that you're going to have to scroll down and check out. I speak on someone that I know that was suicidal, and I speak on my own thoughts on the subject. Who was that? Charles, I appreciate you, man. Damn, shout out Montreal. I'm just naming random states. I'm not getting at your state. I'm just saying I'm having random ass white people hit me up from the most random locations trying to tell me how something gonna rock or trying to tell me something about me when it's not even a factor where they're at. Michael, I appreciate you, bro. Who was the baddest dude I met in prison? Man, I don't know. I met a lot of crazy ass people in prison. One of the dudes that just had my attention was a dude from Orlando that supposedly had like 15 bodies or something like that. I spoke on him before, not in a video, just on lives, but he beat a handful of murders. He beat a murder on a cop on the street. He killed a cop. And then just in his hood alone, he's known for just killing mad people. And I was in the dorm with him for a minute. I smoked with him and everything. He just had a look about him that he wasn't, the emotions were just shut off. You know what I mean? Even when he smiled, it was his eyes. You would just, his eyes told you a different story than what his face expression was saying. Even if he was laughing or whatever, his eyes just looked different. And you could tell he's killed a lot of people. And it's like I said, the more violence you do, it takes its toll on you. The more you desensitize yourself, the harder it is to open those feelings and emotions back up, because you have to block them out in order to do something like that. You know what I mean? Nah, we don't have handball. We don't play that. We have handball, but we don't. I'm about to be on that. Michael, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, shout out Revere, man. I got a lot of family over there. What kind of food do we eat in jail? Popeyes, McDonald's, Burger King. Come on, bro. I'm sure you know what kind of food we eat in jail. Who went harder, TK or Brando? What type of question is that? They both went hard as hell. Did I hear about the guy that just died at Appalachia? Which one? You gotta think, like, a lot of people die at Appalachia consistently. I know that COs just got stabbed at Appalachia. A lot of people be dying there, bro. A lot. That's a wild ass prison. If we was in bro, come on, bro. You just made yourself, like, look at what you just said. Look at what you just said. What you think that make you look good? How you a booty bandit on YouTube, bro? You free, bro. You free. The hell? Do I know Yellow Angel from 850? Nah. Nah, I don't know him, bro. Appalachia West Unit soft as hell. The work camp? The work camp sweet. They got phones and everything. When I was there, it's the East. That's where it goes down at, the main unit. I wonder how deaf people get through prison. They probably sleep good at night not hearing shit. That's probably the only benefit. The COs probably hate them though. Inmate, come here. What? I can't imagine how that would be. Nah, I don't think deaf people would go PC. If you're deaf, I've never met anyone that's deaf, but they got camps for people that are fucked up, like missing legs and about to die. Like they'll usually keep you at Butler, and there's literally whole dorms full of people that are about to die. It's the sickest shit you've ever seen. They come out, you'll have one old inmate pushing another old inmate, and they're both on fucking, you know, shit bags. Aaron Wood, I appreciate you. And it's crazy because you obviously you can't be sympathetic, but you're looking at least 80 people standing in line. They can barely stand up and they're all about to die. You know what I mean? Mad Max, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Cali. But yeah, it's wild. Like when I got cut and I was sitting in the hallway at Butler, I could see the other small dorm. They have another small dorm behind glass where everyone's on life support, and they're all just laying there on life support. And I was in the hallway with the orderly that bagged bodies, and that's all he did every single day was just bag up bodies, and they're just coming and going, bro. What do they do with the cancer patients? They just put you in a dorm full of people that got cancer and basically just let y'all die. That's it. Seth, I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, literally they just let everyone die. Like they just sit there and just, you know what I mean? The nurses aren't sympathetic, the guards aren't sympathetic. If anything, the orderlies, like the inmates that work with the inmates, they try to make things a little bit easier for you, but they gotta build a wall up because as much as he's helping you out, he's preparing for the day that you die. So he obviously can't get too close. Wacky, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, my skin healed good, and buddy that cut me was scared of me for real. His razor didn't even want to cut me. The razor got scared. He knew better. That's why he really didn't try. And he ran away right after the fact. I pulled my shit out and tried to go head up with him, and he ran off and told the COs. Oh, somebody just got cut downstairs. Da, da, da. Come on, bruh. Did the Brotherhood go hard? What the fuck is the Brotherhood? What is that, like some Illuminati shit or something? Nah, you get ibuprofen, bro. You don't get no Xanax in prison. Otherwise, you'd have people breaking their fingers and everything just trying to get pills. Oh, Aryan Brotherhood? Nah, we don't even have them, bro. We don't have Aryans. They fall under Unforgiven. He said the Brotherhood. I didn't put two and two together. We don't have that, bro. I'm gonna block you. Suspect. Somebody said Lord of the Rings. Yeah, we don't have AB, bro. What numbers fall under certain gangs? I'm really not trying to be gangland for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not. That's not. I'm not here to expose y'all into the gang life and tell y'all which number rock with which, so then you can go to school and be like, oh, I'm a Lord of the Ring, Brotherhood, Serene, Tainio, fucking da-da-da. Like, come on, bruh. Stop that. You go watch Gangland, you want to see that. They got plenty of channels that'll feed you that shit, though. And they'll tell you everything you want to know. It's just not me, bruh. Matt, I appreciate you, man. Do you think it's lame for someone in their mid-20s or early 30s to start gangbanging? I think it's lame as fuck for anybody to start gang banging if there isn't a righteous cause behind it. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can get hit with an oppressive force at 50 years old and have a specific group oppressing you. And what you do is you decide that you're going to stand up for your people and unite your people under a specific banner and go against the oppression. But if you wake up one day like, oh, I'm finna go get me a Dickie fit from Walmart, all black and a black bandana, and I'm finna just start you lame as fuck, bro. Like, come on. You got a little kid mentality. Like, you must not get outside because nobody in your circle is gonna look at you and be like, yeah, you should do that. We support that. Like, for what? There's no reason. There's no reason behind it. If there's no reason behind it, there's no cause to do it. What is the point? Are you just looking for people to beef with? See, this is the thing. For everybody that was fake as fuck that I met, it's because they wanted a reputation off of someone else's reputation. So being that he want to false claim blood, he want to say he's a blood, he want to say that because of the reputation that the Bloods have already cemented into the fucking ground. He wants to be known like Pistol Pete. He wants to be known like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want to be known as one of the top guys. I want to be whatever it is. You want that reputation that they have. A lot of these dudes built that reputation or had a reputation before they was even in a gang. They just put a title on it. They've been about that shit since they was little kids. Been about it their whole life. And at a certain age, they put a title on it. You just trying to put a title on your life and act like you're going to get the reputation that they have. Manny, I appreciate you. Jared, I appreciate you. So what that means is you have an insecurity inside of yourself that you want someone else's reputation. It's almost to the same extent as if somebody wins a fucking UFC belt or somebody gets a Super Bowl ring and you put it on you. I'm going to put this Super Bowl ring on. I never played fucking football. I'm going to put this belt on. I never fought in the cage, but I got this belt. I look like a UFC champ. I look like a superstar. It's fake. There's no... Jonathan, I appreciate you. There's no reason for you to do that. There's nothing behind the movement. There's nothing behind your actions. There's an insecurity within yourself that you need to figure out why you want someone else's reputation. Joseph, I appreciate you. And another thing on top of that is you don't understand the pain that they have to go through to gain that reputation. You don't understand how many people died behind the cause. You don't understand how many people have killed behind the cause. You know what I mean? You can't take that reputation. Just like you can't understand how hard an athlete has to work out in the gym and how much time they have to dedicate to becoming that superstar athlete and winning whatever it is in whatever sport they're in. You don't understand the struggle behind it. So how are you going to just start... I'm 30. It's like those fucking dudes that dress up like they're in the army and never joined the army. They got mental issues, bro. That's really what it is. And it's crazy because you have people in prison that have these mental issues, the same as the ones that dress up like they're in the military. Oh, I'm special forces, Navy sniper, da-da-da-da-da. Never did shit in their life. Tyler, hit me up on Instagram, bro. Appreciate the donation. And you got these kids that go to prison, you know, fake banging, whatever it is, from a completely dub area. There's nothing active over there. Nothing's going on. And they come to prison and get hit up. And they get hit up badly. And, you know, once they realize what they've gotten themselves into, they regret it. Because now they're messed up. Whether he got cut and they cut his jaw and now he talks funny because the nerves are messed up. Or he got poked up and now he's on a shit bag and... You know what I'm saying? There's just so many different negatives that can come out of this, and you're not doing it for any positive reason. That's the difference between someone that's banging for a cause and banging just to bang. There's no point. You only want to beef with people when you're broke and you don't got nothing to do. Same with prison. When you got a prison that isn't popping, nobody's gambling, nobody's got a phone, nobody's doing nothing, all the COs are ugly as shit, you're not doing nothing, you're pissed off, you're mad. So what do? You stop beefing with people. You start taking flight. You start going to war with them. If everybody got money and hanging out, nobody wants to go to war because you gonna mess the money up. Same thing in the streets, bro. That's why when you go to areas where people got money, nobody gives a fuck about beefing. And if you walk through where I stay at, you come through Dudley Street, where the majority of the street broke as hell, people are angry, people don't like the environment, people don't like the fact that the police are parked on every fucking corner, and every single street sign got a goddamn camera hanging off of it. That's how it is over here. So people are pissed off. People don't like it. So people want to beef and people are getting shot. That's what it is. Jessica in here. Jess, what's up with you? Somebody said it's her birthday? I woke up at like 5 o'clock at night, so I missed the whole day. I haven't really been on nothing. Swag, man, I appreciate you, bro. Damien, appreciate you. Hey, happy birthday! That's what's up. I would sing, but I feel like if I sing happy birthday, all of my viewers are just gonna drop. You feel me? But happy birthday, man. That's what's up. So you a Virgo? Right? Because it's still Virgo season, ain't it? Because I'm a Virgo, August 29th. Yeah, see, that's why we cool. We Virgos. That's why. That's why. Can I talk about how I was validated? What you mean? I was validated just off of association. Just off of who I was around and who I was with and the work I put in, bro. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, you got a lot of kids that come to prison that ain't banging nothing or, you know, thought they were banging something, and then they run into their people and they become real. They really come home and they turn into savages. You know what I'm saying? I know kids from the suburbs that grew up in nice neighborhoods and went to nice schools and went to prison and were absolute savages in prison. So just because you're from a nice area doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't define who you are as a person. But what I'm saying is, you got a lot of people that will get themselves involved into things for all of the wrong reasons. And that's one of the major issues within the prison system and within the gang life. Pill Project, appreciate you, bro. If I could change anything about the way I was raised, what would it be? Bro, you know what really pisses me off, bro? What really pisses me off about my childhood is the fact that, y'all remember when the Sidekick came out for T-Mobile? When you hold it up, you push it and it floop? I never got one. Ever. I missed the whole movement. That's a phone I still be wanting to this day. When the little button on it be lighting up and all that, and all the coolest kids had Sidekicks, that's something I never got. That's something I wanted in my child. That's something I would change about my childhood, is I make whoever was my guardian at the time go and get me a Sidekick, and I can just keep flicking the damn thing like everybody else used to. Because I was the only kid that didn't get one. That was the throwback, man. Yeah. I wanted that Sidekick for real. What is my true escape from reality? My true escape from reality is just, you know, I like learning about history. I like learning about different cultures. I like learning about, you know, Europe's history, whether it be Italy, Rome, the medieval times throughout Europe, wherever, Africa, Egypt, the Amazon, just ancient cultures, ancient beings, ancient things, the way life was back then, comparing it to the way life is now, thinking of how life will become. And I like getting into history. I like getting into that type of stuff. It makes me think beyond the realms of my reality. And I try to picture another reality. You know what I mean? And it also somewhat puts me at peace with my own mortality, due to the fact that I can look into so many millions of people that have lived before me, and we've all gone through life, and eventually we will have to go through death. And I try to think of what moment in history will I be branched into? You know what I mean? Like the Egyptians are all under the Egyptians, you know? So you think of the whole Egyptian civilization. Well, thousands of years from now, what time period will I be under? Like, I think of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I be on Joe Rogan for real, for real. The Joe Rogan podcast, listening to all that. You had a beeper. Oh, I thought he said he had a beeper in prison. I was like, ain't you going to get caught with that? Webby, I appreciate you, bro. You can't have that thing just beeping off and you walking around. Yeah, real spiritual journey. I want to go on the Amazon and try that ayahuasca, whatever, and just get blasted with some Amazonians. I want to do a lot. I just want to travel and see and experience different cultures. I went to the museum in Boston. I don't know if it was the Museum of Fine Arts or which one, but they had all this ancient shit, right? And they had some Egyptian shit that was like a bajillion years old or whatever, and like I licked my thumb and touched it just so I could say that I touched something and my DNA is on something that's thousands of years old. I'm that kind of retarded, but yeah. Proud Army wife, I appreciate you. But yeah, everything that was in the museum that I could touch, that I wasn't supposed to touch, I touched it. I touched everything in there. I was just boop, 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 boop. I like stuff like that. Where are bipolar people housed? Everywhere. Everywhere, bro. Ain't no separation. How do you get red ink in prison? You really don't. Like, you really don't get color ink unless you're at a work camp and someone is able to drop it off on the outside and y'all bring it in. Am I a Bruins fan? I mean, I don't really watch hockey. Do I go to Netta, Rev? I've been to all of them, bro. I've been to all the dispensaries out here. I run through the dispensaries. Nah, the Bruins is hockey. Red Sox is baseball. You tripping. Celtic, bro, I really don't care about sports, to be honest, bro. I really don't care. I suck. I suck at basketball. I was trash at football because I didn't even want to play this shit. I'm good at, like, street sports, like at the park or something where there's no fucking rules and all that. All the little rules and shit I don't like. The only sport I really keep up with is UFC. I like watching people fight. That's the sport that I know that people, you know, perform. I know the fighters. I like that. I can't sit in the bar and watch football and talk about stats. Like, I'm not into that shit. It's just not me. It's not, I'll play in it, but I'm not finna sit here and watch baseball. It's the most boring fucking thing I've ever watched. All right, he's getting ready to swing at the bat. Da, da, da. Like, I can't, nah. I'll go to a game, though, and eat food and all that and hang out and, like, take pictures, but it's just boring. I can't do it. Like football parties, those are fun when there's nachos and dip and this and that and everyone's hanging out drinking, but I can't sit at home and be like, oh, Tom Brady over. It doesn't click for me. But when I watch a fight, I'm standing up, I'm pumped up, I'll hit a wall, Like, I love it. I love watching fights. Vlog a day in the life of... I'm gonna stop vlogging soon, ASAP. I'm trying. I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to go to the weed rally too. I just found out, which sucks because I can't bring my daughter, obviously, because they used to do it 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now they're only doing it Saturday. I was hoping it was gonna be on a Friday, so that's kind of disappointing, but... Henny or Remy, I don't really drink, bro. But when I do, I drink whatever's there. I don't even care. It all tastes nasty to me. I hate it. I like Sprite, period. I like Sprite. If I'm going to drink something I like, it's going to be a Sprite. I don't want Henny, Patron, Remy, none of that. Nah, bro, I'm not vlogging. Like, what type of... Show us the hoods in Boston, bro? Come on, bro. What you think I'm gonna just stop pulling up in different hood? What's up, everybody? Like, they ain't just gonna start shooting at me? Come on, bruh. Coors? Nah, Corona. I like Corona. I listen to all type of music. Nah, Dorchester isn't gonna shoot if cameras is out. There's plenty of people that walk around with cameras in Dorchester. There's plenty of pots of Dorchester that ain't nothing but white people. It's not like that. But at the same time, if I see somebody walking around where I stay at with a camera in their face, I'm gonna assume it's somebody trying to make a video like, oh, I'm on their block, oh, I'm da-da-da. You know what I mean? And that right there could get you into some shit, because if you assume that that person is recording in your neighborhood trying to show out like, oh, I'm walking around their street and ain't nobody outside, da-da-da. Those are the type of people that get their ass popped. So you gotta be smooth with it. You can't just be, if you actively in the hood and you really in some shit, you can't be like regular YouTubers, bro. It's not, I don't live a regular life. It's not the same thing. You gotta be smart when you outside. I gotta be smart when I'm with my daughter and where I bring her. Sophia, I appreciate you. Big shout out to Chelsea. Matter of fact, the smoke shop warehouse is in Chelsea. Yeah, Dudley Street be popping off broad day, but a lot of places pop off broad day. You know what I mean? More of the people that I know that have been killed over here got shot in the day. In daytime, like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, school got out. Buddy got shot by the store. My other homie got shot down the street. But, and even when I was working at Backwoods, people used to walk in. I remember a dude got shot the day before and then came in the Backwoods the next day showing us where he got shot. Like, yeah, I got hit yesterday, da-da-da, but I'm good though. Damien, nah, I don't think R. Kelly will survive in any GP. At all. At all. I don't think so. I just don't see it happening. He got too many. This is the thing. If you get one type of, like Chris Brown, right? If a female says Chris Brown raped her, I immediately think it's fake. Because he don't need to rape nothing. Everybody knows that. Like, you're not gonna bring your girl around Chris Brown. Why? Because she won't be your girl the whole time he's in the same area. You see what I'm saying? Just like Rihanna can't come around me, because I'm going to fall in love instantly. You feel me? But the point of what I'm saying is, Chris Brown doesn't need to do any acts like that. He doesn't need to. There's no need for it. So when an accusation comes up, you can pretty much assume it's bullshit. Versus R. Kelly, what he's doing and the amount of times he's been accused and the amount of times he's been charged for it, it's like a fetish. Like, boom, this is actually what he likes. He likes underage. He likes this and that. And then it's not a one-time thing. It keeps happening and happening and happening. It's like, you know what I'm saying? We know what's in your system. So, He said, back off, Rihanna's all mine. Hey, when I seen the thing on TMZ talking about Rihanna might be pregnant, my heart was broken. I swear to God. I was about to delete the whole YouTube account and everything. Just go in the basement, crawl up in the ball. Rihanna ain't even that bad. You about to get blocked. You about to get blocked. Watch your mouth. Tripping. If Goo got out for a weekend, man, fuck that. I'm trying to get Goo out permanently. Period. I'm trying to get Goo out permanently. For real. That's really like one of my main missions is just to get bro out. Like imagine, right? You can impact people's lives, but imagine giving somebody their life back. Or helping them get their life back. Or fighting beside them to get their life back. You know what I'm saying? If I was able to do anything that got him out of prison, what could I do that would top that? What would give me a greater feeling than doing something like that for somebody? You know what I mean? Yeah, you keep bringing up GP, like the whole Florida State Prison is GP, bro. We don't have PC sides and shit. It's not like out west, bro. Like when you go PC, you're just put in confinement. And if you don't want to be in confinement anymore, you get taken off PC and you go back onto the main compound. We don't have separation units and shit. I've seen child molesters get their intestines blown out with broomsticks, like, and there's been people that have been killed, obviously. He wants to know if I take tortilla chips and crush them up for burritos. We didn't have burritos, but what I'll do is I'll make a brick and then I'll crush up chips and sprinkle it on top of the brick just to give it a little bit of crunch. Jit camp is prison. Jit camp is inside a prison. Jit camps are prisons. It's not two different things. I don't know if ex-cons can go back to visits. I've heard different stories on that. I haven't reached out to the DOC, like the Florida DOC themselves to ask, but I've heard different stories. Like I've heard you can visit, it just can't be a prison that you was at. I've heard different things on it. I can't answer that question. You're gonna get me in trouble. You said Rihanna, Sweetie, or Cardi. I can't answer that. Nah, they ain't no vice lords. Nah, all the Hispanics, they stick together, bro. They don't really have static like that within. They all stick together. If I seen somebody get killed, bro, I'm not finna be talking about it like that. I never made wine myself, but I drank it, though. I drank it with Bimba. Bimba had bought like 10 or 12 cups of it. I could only drink like 3 or 4. He was just killing it. We were out of there. I was trying to fight everything. He's trying to calm me down. How did a father change my mind? How did becoming a father change my mindset? It didn't, in a sense, if that makes sense. Like when you become a father, your mind doesn't change in the sense of like, all right, I'm bad, but I don't want to be bad now. It's not that. It's you view your responsibilities in a different way, and you view what is more important to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got one of my brothers and he's being stupid as hell, getting into some drama, is it my responsibility to go and fuck up whoever he's into it with? Or is it my responsibility to look out for my daughter? If someone comes to me and they're like, yo, bro, I need you to ride out and do this. Is it my responsibility to do so without question, or is it my responsibility to question their loyalty to me by putting me in a position where I won't be around my daughter? You see what I'm saying? It makes you think in a different sense. But all fathers are not fathers, though. That's the thing. Just because you have a child, that doesn't make you a father. You just have a child. You have to actually be a father. So that's the difference between me and other people, is I'm about my kid. And if you ask me to do something that could potentially take me away from my kid, then you're not doing anything thinking of me or my child. You know what I'm saying? You're working against me, because you wouldn't put me in a position that would cost me time away from my daughter, period. You wouldn't do that if you had my best interest in mind. You know what I'm saying? But like piece of shit dads and all that, like you don't get no respect from me. I'm all about my kid. Hell yeah, I'm paranoid as hell all the damn time. If I hear the doorbell ring, I think the police coming in. It'd be the littlest shit. But hey, we done been on here for an hour now. I'm finna jump off, finna get me some dinner. Y'all run them lights up, man. We got damn near 700 people in here right now, and we only got 303 likes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all not rocking with me like I'm rocking with y'all? What's up with y'all, man? Y'all not doing this right now back to me on the computer? Like, come on, y'all looking at the screen. Y'all better be doing this back every time I do it. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna come TOH y'all. And y'all check out them new TOH hoodies, because it's mandatory you get one. You ain't bucking TOH. Not from me. I ain't gonna play with you. But hey, 10 out of Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.